Okay, here we go. Get back. Hey, you guys. I got this generic music that I gotta play, you guys. I can't play my regular music. They always ding me, so I want to play something. All right, here we go. We're gonna get this thing started. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Lady D TV presents Conversations for Dummies, where some things you know and some things you learn. Tonight, we're going to learn some things. Stay tuned right here on Lady D TV for Conversations for Dummies, coming up right after this word from our sponsors.
Vegas, where's the food? Right here at So Sinful Snacks and Treats. Make sure you get down to 4255 Dean Martin Drive, Suite G, and put your order in at So Sinful Snacks and Treats. Try out our new steam bowls or our delicious homestyle barbecue. Either way, you're going to love something at So Sinful Snacks and Treats. Now available on Uber Eats and DoorDash. Order today.
And now, here's Lady D with Conversations for Dummies. All right, welcome you guys. Welcome to Conversations for Dummies. This is Lady D, that be me, and I'm excited to be here today. I do have a special guest in the background waiting to come on, Miss Darlene. She's going to talk about her event that she has coming up this weekend, but I wanted to give my shout outs, and then I want to just explain to you guys real quick, because I was asked last week, what is Conversations for Dummies? And I said, it's a program. It's all about having conversations about things that people are ignorant about or not knowledgeable about. She said, oh, thank you so much for clarifying that, because I'm not no dummy. I said, yeah, I know we're not dummies, but I thought it was very catchy. That little man that, on those uh, those Conversations 101 books, those Dummies 101 or whatever they are, those Dummies books. I thought that was just very interesting. So I thought it was real catchy. So that's what it is, Conversations for Dummies. But not saying that we are dummies, but just that we are sometimes not ignorant and not knowledgeable about things that are going on in the world. There's so many things out here that I have no clue about. Okay. So I wanted to bring it to the masses, because you guys don't have a clue either about some of the stuff that I talk about, right? So, anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to give my shout out. Shout out to Fireproof TV Films family, Mo McCoy, Andrea Tyler, Ayanna McCoy, Trayvon Collins, Ulu Gomes, and the rest of the team. Darlene, Dalmaceda? Yep, she's a part of the team as well. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to my girl Terry Jean down in Houston, Texas. To my girl Miss Diamond out here in Las Vegas. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. My girl Flava, and also Arbra out in Tampa, Florida. Shout out to Danye Kearney, Taisha Coleman, Chi Crafton, Bishop Darius McKinney, all the people out there in New Jersey, to Sean Cornelius out in New York, and all you guys all over the place. Shout out to all of you guys. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and sticking with me. Some of you guys been with me for years and years and years, and so I really appreciate you guys. But I'm not going to take too much more time. I'm trying to find my page here. Going to get on with this interview with Darlene. So she is here. I'm going to have her come on and introduce herself and tell us a little bit about herself and what she's doing and what she's going to be doing here in the community. And tell us also how you came to meet Mo McCoy and the team as well. Welcome, Darlene. How are you?
Well, Diane, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I did mention to you that I have a baby over here, next to me. So hopefully he'll stay asleep. He's sleeping pretty good right now. So hopefully he'll stay asleep through the interview. Yeah. So
Okay.
welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I am an independent filmmaker. I've been making films for 12 years now, and I also own a side business called Vegas Fine Pens and Gifts. It's fine
Oh,
pens, stationery, and unique gifts online. I've lived in Vegas since 2004, and I'm originally from Southern California, Ontario specifically. I've always been drawn to the arts, and I decided to become a filmmaker when I was going to the Art Institute in the early 2000s. And I decided that I wanted to switch my major from web design to filmmaking because I took an editing course, a video editing course, and I found that I liked that better than coding. It was more exciting, and I like telling stories. So that's my main focus right now. And I have my side hustle, my Vegas Fine Pens and Gifts that I'm working on right now as well.
nice, nice. And how did you come to meet Mo McCoy and Fireproof TV Films? How did you come to be a part of the team?
Oh, I met Mo, Andrea, and Trayvon at my fundraiser back in February. They're a friend of Nicholas Grant. He's another filmmaker, fellow filmmaker friend of mine, and they were really cool. And they've been very generous. They've been very good about promoting what we do, and I've been helping them promote what they do with as far as Bad Boxer and any other projects that they're doing right now.
Yeah,
Mo is doing the Mo City project right now, and he's
yeah,
doing his winter jam. So, I love what Fireproof TV is doing, and Trayvon's going to do a short film pretty soon, a
yeah,
horror movie, and I want to be able to help him somehow. And yeah, they're a great group of people to work with and to
yes.
promote. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. I just quickly I met Mo a couple years ago. Well, about a year, a little over a year now. I met him and we had a meeting, and then at that meeting, I'm like, it's a wrap. I know this is where I want to be. Just a very nice guy, very very kind, and Andrea as well. And we had a few meetings and we met. So I told Mo when I first met him, I said I want to be like you when I grow up, because he is just so awesome. He's an awesome person. Just I haven't met anyone like him yet. So just happy to be
Mhm.
a part of the team. But so yeah, so Darlene, I don't know a whole lot about you. I don't know a whole lot about what you're doing as far as your event, but tell us about your event. It seems very interesting, and I'm excited to know more about it, and I'm sure everyone else is as well.
Yeah, so on Halloween night, the 31st, we are having a fundraiser at Jimmy's at Madison's. It's a gay show bar over on Twain and University Center near the Strip. And we're going to have a variety of different activities for guests on that night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a costume contest for best, most original, scariest, and sexiest. We're going to have drag queen performers. We're going to have a lady who's going to be doing 360 3D pictures. We're going to have Nicholas Grant, doing still photography. A friend of mine, my new friend Maverick Garcia, is going to do the videography. We're going to have Ashley Dallas, who's going to be our tarot card reader and psychic medium. She's going to be right outside the door doing her readings for our
Wow.
guests. We're going to have Sakura Skelton, who's a caricature artist and a tattoo artist. He's big on anime. He's going to give away a makeover. We're going to be having raffle prizes. Ashley's going to give away a free reading. I'm going to give away some pen and stationery prizes from my business. We're going to give away bar tabs to whoever wins the costume contests. It's just going to be a lot going on. We'll have a
It
DJ.
sounds like it.
Yeah, and some of the proceeds are going to go to the LGBTQ Center of Southern Nevada. They're over on Maryland Parkway near Charleston. They're a great organization. They help people in the LGBTQ community with all kinds of different resources. It's a very nice place. They have like a little snack bar there. They've got like a reading room. Um, they also have HIV and STD testing, I believe. I know they've been doing that for years. And yeah, whatever they can do to assist members of the community, that I really support what they're doing, and that's why I'm raising funds for them, as well as for my web series called Stripped. It's a romantic comedy about a mixed orientation relationship. So basically, a gay guy and a straight girl that fall in love, and the kinds of complications that can happen with that kind of relationship. I've been working on it on and
Wow.
yeah, I've been working on it on and off for 7 years now. My mission was to get into the Riviera before it was blown up. I wasn't able to do that, at least not directly. I did have a friend
Hmm.
of mine who snuck in there during the Jason Bourne filming in 2016, befriended a security guard, and got real footage of the hotel that I'm going to use for Stripped. And also, I used in my other project, The Auction, which is a feature film about the same character, Milo, who's in both projects, played by Alex Kirsting. And yeah, so at
Wow.
least I have real footage from the hotel that I could use.
Hmm.
The auction will be finished at some point. It didn't quite turn out how I wanted technically, but my goal is to finally finish that, finish up whatever technical issues that need to be done. I
Hmm.
put it on the back burner for a little while, just basically because I ran out of funding, and also because of the pandemic as well. I chose to work on another project called Piece of Me, which is a horror and murder mystery with a smaller ensemble cast and crew
Mm.
because of the
Wow.
restrictions of COVID. Because with a project like Stripped, it takes more people to do that. So now that
Okay.
the pandemic stuff is kind of winding down, now my focus is, now that Piece of Me is going to be wrapped up pretty soon, then
Hmm.
I'm going to go back to my old projects and do my best to finish them up, because I have a potential producer with Sideshow, which is an indie
Hmm.
film platform. Like, they're trying to be like Hulu or Netflix for indie filmmakers.
Nice.
Sideshow is, they're looking for an investor. So once they get an investor, they'll be able to fund the rest of our project.
Nice. Nice. Sounds very interesting. Wow. Got a lot going on there. So the event this weekend on Halloween, you said, right?
Yeah, it's at Jimmy's at Madison's. It's
Hmm.
going to be the doors open at 7 p.m. It's right now we're doing pre-sales on Eventbrite, but also
Hmm.
people can pay through Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Um, I can send you. I think I've sent you the link, right, to the link tree with all the different
Yes,
payments.
you
Or
did. I
yeah,
think you
or if
did. Yeah.
not, I can. Okay, if you yeah. So there's the link, my link tree. So it has the links to Eventbrite, and then all the other payment methods.
Hmm.
So yeah, well, doors open at
Nice.
7. Um, it's $25 for an individual ticket, $40 for a couple. At the door, it will go up slightly. It'll be $30 for an individual and $50 for a couple.
Hmm.
So the sooner people get the tickets, the better it is, so they can save a little bit.
Nice.
So
Is this something that you put together yourself, or is this something that you're working with someone on the event?
I'm working with my business partner, Ron Lazan.
Hmm.
He's the main person besides me that's in charge of this. And then we also
Okay.
have a group of vendors and volunteers who are working tirelessly to get us the performers, to get us the vendors, to get us additional guests, to go
Hmm.
out there, pound the pavement, hand out flyers, post on social media. So yeah, yeah, it's mainly
Nice.
me and Ron that are working on this.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
awesome. That's awesome. It sounds like a lot of fun. I hope I can make it out there. I know it's I have
we
some
would love
stuff
to
going on
see
that
you.
night, but I'm going to try and come even if I'm there just for a second or two.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, we'll be, the party, I've listed it to go on till midnight. It might go on even later, depending on like
Hmm.
if the party is in full swing by midnight and people are still there. We might be there until 1, 2, 3 in the morning. You never know. It's a 24-hour
Yeah.
plane. So
Awesome. Awesome. So tell me a little bit more about your film Strip. That just really got me intrigued there. Tell me a little bit
oh,
more about that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Stripped, it's a romantic comedy about two childhood friends, Milo and Lainey. They've been best friends since they were about 10 or 11 years old, and they reunite as adults in Las Vegas and they become roommates. But the problem is that Milo is gay and Lainey is straight, And even though they've both had relationships with other guys over the years, it hasn't been like how their relationship is. I mean, they are two sides of the same coin. They are soulmates,
Mm-hmm.
but they have different sexual orientations. So it's like, how can they be in a relationship because of that
Right.
issue? But yeah, but they fall in love over the course of the series, and the whole series has to do with what their relationship dynamic, and how um that just freaks Eleni out, because she's always seen Milo in one way. It's like, well, I accept the
Right.
fact that my friend is gay, even though I love my friend, but I know that we're just friends and that's it.
Right.
I think
Right.
Milo is more open toward starting a relationship with her than she is.
Wow.
So yeah, because he's like confused too. Like, well, why do I have romantic feelings for my friend when I have always identified as a gay man? And this
Right.
does happen. I read about it. I've read that there have been mixed orientation relationships. It happens more
Mm-hmm.
often than people think. I
Yeah.
mean, most people even get married and have kids.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. That is
you're
very,
like,
that's
wow,
very
how
interesting.
can that be?
Yeah.
Like, if they're, because I always thought, like, I mean, does that make him bisexual? Some people have asked me that. I'm like,
Right.
well, I don't really want to put a label on it about what he
Right.
is. Like,
Right.
you
He's
could call him
just,
bisexual, but he just
yeah.
loves his friend.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out what he wants and what they want to do with their lives. Yeah. That's very interesting.
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to seeing that when it comes out. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, definitely.
I mean,
So
it's a good story. It's based on
it,
a
it,
real
it,
experience.
yeah, it sounds like a really good story. It sounds like you're inspiring me to go back to some of the things that I've done or started back in the past, and re-bring those, back to the forefront of my mind and finish them, because sometimes we do have stuff that we work on and then we don't get it done. We put it aside, or something happens, life happens, we put it aside and then we don't go back to it. But I got some really good stuff too. I'm into filmmaking as well. I've written some things out, and got some ideas as well. So you've kind of inspired me to bring those back to the surface. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, I was when we had our team meeting for the event planning last night. I was
Hmm.
talking to Maverick, who's my new camera guy that is helping me out right now, and he said, "Well, when I see you, I see a potential producer. Like, have you ever thought about producing other people's things, other people's projects?" And I
Hmm.
thought, "As your own," and I was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, if it's a worthy project, and I believe in it, sure, I would love to produce someone else's work, but or books that I've read over the years. Like, I know there's a young adult book that I read when I was 12, so I read it 30
Hmm.
years ago. Um,
Hmm.
and I would rather not say what it is, because I don't want somebody to like adapt it.
Right, right,
But
right.
it's a young adult book, a horror book that I read years ago, and I mean, it's kind of similar to. I mean, if I wanted to like talk about like another in the early 90s, like it's like an R.L. Stein or a Christopher Pike type of book.
Hmm.
um, if I wanted to adapt that book, I mean, I'm surprised nobody has, because I know that
Wow.
there have been, Fear Street for Netflix, like that's been adapted. I mean, I don't
Hmm.
know if any of Christopher Pike's work has been adapted. Maybe it has. Or I Know What You Did Last Summer. That was Lois Duncan's book. That was done in the late 90s. I thought,
Hmm.
well, if all these other young adult books have been adapted, how come not this one? Unless the author just doesn't want to sell.
Right, right.
She just doesn't want to sell her ideas. She just doesn't want to sell out to Hollywood, which I get,
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I could
definitely.
convince her, if she's still alive, I mean, this was 30 years ago. Who knows if she's still living? I think she is. She says, I think she's retired now. But if I could convince her, hey, I really want to adapt your book and make it into the
Yeah.
next Hollywood blockbuster, the next big
Wow.
horror thing, and
Go
actually
for it.
do a period piece set in like 1992 when it was released.
Right.
I
Yeah,
think it would be
go for
cool.
it.
Yeah, go for it. If once I have the funds to actually make a movie like that, because it's going to require some funding.
Yeah, yeah.
Once I have a proper budget to make that kind of film, I would love to adapt that book.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you know what? I'm not going to hold you long because I know you have to. I think you said you had to go to work or had to do something this morning.
Oh,
Not gonna.
yeah, actually, that was canceled. So, like,
Oh, okay.
that was canceled.
Awesome.
I don't
Okay.
have I don't have that appointment anymore. So,
Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. This baby is trying to wake up. He's moving around now, trying to wake up. This was a surprise for me this morning, but it's always a
um,
joy having a baby in the house.
but
But
yeah, I
so
mean,
tell us,
if you want to ask more questions, I'm available.
yeah, yeah. So tell us a little bit more about the Jimmy's at Madison's. Where's that located? Jimmy's at Madison's.
um, I can Google the address real quick. Let's see, Jimmy's at Madison's. It's 855 East Twain Avenue, Unit 114, over
Okay.
on University Center and Twain. It's like
Okay.
in a shopping center,
Okay.
like a strip mall, like.
Awesome. Okay, I'm putting that
Yeah.
in the
So it's not far from
notes
the
so
strip.
people
It's
can see
about
it.
like maybe 10 minutes from the strip.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So hopefully people will come out and be a part of that. And you said it starts at what time?
7 p.m.
Starts at 7 p.m. Tickets 25, you said?
Yeah, 25 single,
25,
40 couple.
40 couple.
Yeah,
All right.
so yeah, $20 for each person, basically.
Okay, cool.
Break it down. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Well, I'm hoping that you get a good turnout, that everything goes well for you. I'm going to keep pushing the flyer and tell as many people as I possibly can. And I do appreciate you coming on. I'm going to go ahead and grab this baby real quick before he starts crying. Um,
Okay, so
but
before you go, I just want to mention it is a 21 and over event, so no kids.
okay,
I mean, it's a
yes,
bar, it has gaming, so yeah, so it's 21 and over.
yes.
So yeah, it's an adult event. And then also you can, if you're gonna wear a mask, like for with your costume, it can't cover the
Hmm.
whole face except for the costume contest. You can put it on for that, but
Okay,
yeah, for safety reasons, they only allow you to wear it for the costume contest and not like the whole time. But you can wear
got
like
you.
a masquerade type mask that covers like here, like a half mask. You can
Oh,
wear that.
okay,
That's fine.
okay. What are
Yeah.
you going as for Halloween?
Oh, I'm gonna get out my old Tinkerbell costume. I
Oh,
wore it for my lipstick
cool.
battle years ago when I was doing another fundraiser for Stripped. So yeah, we'll save that conversation for another time. But yeah, well, I plan to do
Nice.
lipstick battles in the future as well.
All right. Awesome. Well, we'll have fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there if I can make it, and enjoy and tell me all the details if I don't get a chance to make it. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, sounds good, Diane. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
No
I'm glad
problem. Thank you
to
for
have you
joining. I
all.
appreciate you coming on.
You're welcome.
All right. You have enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
You hear the baby? Can you hear him?
Oh yeah. Oh.
All right. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye bye. All right, you guys, I am done. Thank you, Darlene, for coming on the show and sharing with us about your event. I have a little baby here that I have to attend to at this moment, so I'm going to go ahead and handle that. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining. If you don't catch the live, catch the replay. All right, you guys enjoy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that boo boo. Oh, that boo boo.